All right, look, you see what's up there? The slogan saves lives. Excuse me, I'm wore out, and people that I know, that I talk to, and that we talk to each other. Sometimes when you're really tired, things comes out that you normally wouldn't even speak of. It's hard to explain, So what I want to speak of is conditioning. And the average person don't even know what that is. All they know is like air conditioning, conditioning for your hair, but the conditioning process of hearing this. Because see, to where we are now, okay, where we are now I don't know. I'm out of the world of technology and radio and all that and TV. Nothing resonates my brain with none of that stuff. That's why people like me, we don't worry. When you allow Satan and the world into the temple, then things start to crumble. And it's easy to control people. Okay? But we have to go back. You just got to go back through history and look and figure out where you hear this. It doesn't matter if they start repeating something on all their radios, on all their TVs. I mean, listen, this is the deal is you think alcohol, people out there go to this, and everything that we do is involved in that, including this and all of it. The people against me cannot cut all of it. They cannot cut it because a lot of them, they cannot see how their whole life they were trained from the beginning to work in a materialistic world and to make funny money that means nothing. And the more you spend it, the more gives it value. And look at everything that they have designed and put on all this, and you hear everywhere, and you go spend all that money. And see, and the restaurants, the fast foods, and all that stuff is in there as well. Because what we consume, you are what you eat. And what we consume through our eyes, through our ears, and through our mouth is going to have an effect on what? The mind, the body, and the soul. Okay? I want y'all to think about this. Most people's minds is this, it's the nasty stuff. And then you've got all this running through it, the modified foods, the glorified alcohol that's no good. We can't make it ourselves. So, and then it's in this, and we can go on and on and on in this side. So all this is boom, it's going straight to the mind. Okay, so the soul is in. This is where the temple of God is. You're an image, and He's right there. And Satan has raised us from ashes of criminals, orphans, and slaves, and here we are now. But we have. This is a small example of conditioning. Of a phrase to where you can't understand because your brain hasn't been activated. That when you consume the TV with your eyes, the ears with the radio, the TV, the mouth with the pills, the modified foods, you can't see how it's going to create diabetes, heart disease. Do you want me to go on? Headaches. It's going to cause Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, everything. Mental illness, it's going to really create mental illness. Because remember, okay, you don't know your body and you're made of 12 cell salts. You don't know that. That's why we're foreign. You've been in this system, and there for a while, it's talking about this. You got to go get these, and it saves lives, or this, money, it saves lives. It's like, Okay, let's go back in history. Here's what we're trying to get you to see, to how on all this right here, you hear the same thing over and 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 over. And the dummies cannot get out of it. You go back to here, to the seat belts. Okay? What was the campaign? Click it or ticket. It saves lives. You understand? They use it, blast it on there, and then it just stops. And then when it's time to use it again, they do it, and then dummies, and then they back off. It's funny as shit. Whatever they introduce on all this, the dummies fall right into it. I feel like Major Payne on, or the movie Major Payne, when the boy's doing push-ups and he's going, one tubby tubby. This is me now. To the rest of the people against me, it's one. I gotta laugh because it's like, one dummy dummy, two dummy dummy. Because, and I hate to be such a penis towards the people against me, but they, I can show them how their brain has never been activated. It's from day one, it's been in a controlled faction the whole time. The whole time. And the whole time, TV's been there. Been everywhere. Where's the first thing you see when you walk in Costco and Sam's and all this shit and Walmart? Well, not necessarily Walmart. It's TVs. They're everywhere. Got to have the new shit. Got to have the new, because see, the screen and all the pixels and all that, it's an imitation, okay, of an environment that you don't know anything about. In the school system, there's not roses and lilies and Asiatic lilies and, German thyme, cilantro, sweet potatoes, red onions, purple cabbage, everything known that comes from, you're never taught any of that. And flowers, carnations, roses, all the good stuff, because they produce a vibration that you don't know anything about. They produce a fragrance and a smell. You're connected to it because it's the mineral kingdom, and it has the 12 cell salts and all that shit too. They can have badass shit in them schools. You can be floating on a cloud of titties, sober as hell, just from the smell. But you're not. You are given TV and gadgets. Here, Matt. Students, and here's the deal. The conditioning, if it's in the school, then it's fucking fine, Matt. And that's what people are at. And they cannot get out of it. Listen, the world that I'm trying to get through to you, it's not even me doing this. It's others, and you have no idea. There's going to be very few of you that maybe understand, that get a better inclination of what's coming through me. But it takes years. It takes years to see what we're talking about. And see, in this system, that this machine of conditioning, that's all it is. Everything they do has a reason, a purpose, and it was planned long time ago. And we are just fucking going head over heels with it, all of it. Because from day one, criminals, orphans, and slaves, we had radio, we had the newspapers, we had the TVs, we had this, and they controlled the environment, created the projects, created the inner cities, created all this, control, created the school system, they created all of it. This is fucking crazy for me to even say anything like this, because people cannot, their brain, they just can't, hey, crazy. It's too much for you, okay? But they control, okay? And the way you control people is through fear, okay? In order to control the whole world, you got to create the schools, and then you got to create the fucking shootings and shit, everything. And then you come in. Every now and then you're going to have a real one, but we can prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt by the numbers, what they do, and how they use the Zodiac. And this is where it's getting fishy, because we're getting closer, starting to see it, because we stole something from them on December the 17th of 2014. Big fucking day. Took me years to find out, like, what did this? I know it's God. And I know it's Christ, but it's like, what did this? There's something, and what they've done is disconnected us from the ashes. We had this, and then rubber, and shoes, and here's pills, and here's 7-Up, and 9 out of 10 doctors prefer Camel cigarettes. over the rest, and they're all natural. And fast forward 40 years, lung institutes. Look, we'll take care of you. Yeah. You know, now you got the young generation not even knowing that they fucking did it on purpose. Yeah, they need to get rid of cigarettes. Vaping. Really? They're doing to y'all what they did when they took the tobacco ability from us and said, oh, well, here's some fucking Marlboros and everything. Kills you. Oh, these vapes are fine. These children, they look at me like I'm a dummy and then go, he's stupid. And it's like, y'all know that's a big fat penis you be smoking on. Yeah. When you see people doing it, be like, hey, it's a penis. And they'll be like, fuck you. And it's like, big fat penis. And if you do vape, that's cool. I'm not giving you shit. Hopefully you're not the one always going, you know, and it's fucking annoying because we transfer from the alcohol to that shit and then it takes over. Now we're buying 20 different kind of flavors and same thing with alcohol. It's just crazy. Now we're off on a different topic. But I want you to understand how the conditioning and how what we consume. And when we consume, I want you to write down today what in any way, shape, or form do you hear this every day? Every day. Just like this, when they were pushing that shit, listen, if you're free, you bought that car in a free country, right? Okay, you paid $50,000 for it, and you paid the taxes on it. You went and got insurance, and you followed the Roman Empire's rules they laid out. But yet, you have to wear a seatbelt or you're going to get a ticket. Well, why, Matt? It saves lives. That's my life. What if I'm great with Jesus Christ and I don't need a seatbelt? You're trying to make me do that in my own shit? Does that make sense? Yeah. Listen, then I'm going against God. I have a timeline here. Oh, you got to be safe. See, my whole point is Jesus Christ saves lives. What is Satan's job? To get the whole world in the palm of his hands. And what the fuck is he going to do it with? What is he going to do it with? Say, ooh, he going to do it with these. Yeah, he going to do it with these. And he going to do it with these. Yeah. You know where you've seen all that? Do you know where you've seen all that? Movies. Movies. You've heard it in the schools, of course. The hospitals, of course. You know what's not in all that? This. You're not made of anything that you're in right now. You're made of those. Not one fucking place that you buy food today has any of that shit in it. It's the opposite. Yeah. This is where we are. I can be landscaping. I have my own water. I take care of myself. I'm autonomous. Okay? Means I can govern myself. You take water and spring water and cell salts and put it in it and you be badass. You go out and mow some yards and do some badass landscaping and then somebody comes out and they're like, hey man, you look really hot. And you know, and you're thinking, oh sure, you don't want to be rude. Do you want something to drink? Sure. You know, you figure they're going to bring you water and then they give you a Coca-Cola. Yeah, at 86 degrees. It's hot as shit. That lets me know where the mind is of the populace. They don't even know. Oh, it's refreshing. If you go back and look at the Coca-Cola ads, look, it's the same shit every day, every day, every day. And now we even collect this shit. That actually kills us. That's how stupid that we are. Because they forced it on us. We were poor, Matt. They made you fucking poor. I can show you what they did. But it takes time. And y'all just, fuck you. You're stupid. It's like, go the fuck on then. Go on. Quit watching my shit. Because see, it's a spirit in you. It's a Satan spirit. Created through this, and from the ashes, criminals, orphans, and slaves. And then they reset. They controlled the cities. And then they implemented laws. And then they went out and took the people like me and put them in fucking asylums that were castles. Okay? And then they took the children, put them in orphanages that were castles too, and then created boarding schools, fucking all the shit that you see now. All the places that, you want to donate $1? It's them. It's the same fucking thing. They're almost there, buddy. They are almost there. It's already locked. It's just we got to go through a bunch of more shit eventually. And it's all conditioned. All of it. And it's this right here is what's doing all of it. I'm sorry, but that's them. And these, and I can't, I'm sorry, but that's who in the universities, all of it, every one of them. The dummies grew up into a career and don't even know they're made of fucking cell salt. So, God damn it, they're not going to listen to an alcoholic because they've been trained on here. You're drunk! Yeah. Although gluttony and stupidity and alcoholism can run rampant in a free nation, I can't teach people about cell salts without getting strikes on fucking YouTube. I can't talk to somebody in public about Jesus Christ that's a Christian that they'll just run away. It's like, you don't want to talk about Jesus? Hell, so what? I cuss and stuff. I love talking about Jesus Christ. Christians don't. They run. And where do you get that shit? On there. Y'all, this is fucking crazy. People do not question. They have been trained. We don't question God in church and in school. We don't question authority. And motherfucker, if you don't obey all that shit. I love you.